Microphone was off. Hi, how's it going? I was talking. Gosh, I was talking this whole time and I did not realize I accidentally bumped the microphone to be muted. Hi, Silent, how's it going? Oh boy, that was embarrassing. Rookie, rookie mistake. Oh, let's put some background music on, shall we? But let me switch over to the regular art stuff like we have right here for Twitch. And check it out, guys. So this is what we're going to be working on today. I'm just going to be... I see some mishaps, but I'm going to just work on those later. And we're just going to continue on with the rendering of the shadows and such. And hopefully we will get into a good spot here. I'm in the hospital. Got stung by a wasp. Had a bad reaction. Filled the AV drug. Like, what the dude? Why are you on? Why are you watching me right now, my guy? Dude, just, I, I I appreciate the dedication to being a good mod, but man, if you're in the hospital, my guy, just take a break. I'm bored. Okay, if you're bored, that's fine, I guess. Just enjoy that. Yeah, I think I only got stung by wasps twice, and it was in the same day. One got me on one arm, one got me on the other at the same time, and I was freaking out, man. It was crazy. Are you allergic to them then? Tengen. There you go. Got your little toy. See if I can get him to get onto the box. So you guys can see him. There you go. There we go. You can barely see Tengen doing cat stuff. He's so cute. Nope, I'm only allergic to fish. I just had a bad reaction for some reason. The nurse said I probably got injected with a bigger dose than from the bugger. Oh, weird. That's kind of weird, but yes, if you say you're fine, I ain't gonna complain too much. Did you guys hear the new stuff about Twitch and what they plan to do for lurkers? Got stung on the calf. Ooh, that's no fun. Let's zoom in a bit. So, because the CEO thinks everyone who's a lurker is a bot, and I'm not even exaggerating, this was one of the reasons that they said is that all small streamers use bots. So, they're going to make it so that viewership for lurkers doesn't count after a while. Yeah. It's stupid. I'm flooded with pens. Yeah, I'm so pissed about it because most of my chat, for the most part, are lurkers. They like to be in the shadows and just watch and chill while we work on some cool art. Guess I'm a bot now. Well, you're interacting with the stream. If there were people that didn't interact with the stream, lurkers, then that would count as them being a bot. And I think that is the dumbest idea that they've done. This is almost as bad as what happened in 2016 when they officially took off bots, which I didn't realize how bad bots were until a lot of my viewers went poof and I never signed up for a bot thing. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, but you are at least interactive on my stream. I don't know about other people's streams, but mine you're doing pretty. You always seem to be chatty. You always seem to be chatty. But yeah, they made it so that people that are open to lurkers, like every single art channel out there, that it's now going to be, they'll make the viewership not count, all in the name of anti, just like a lot of people lurk though, like that. I'm not disagreeing with you about that. Like, you could lurk. I lurk on most streams as well. But they're going to take out like a huge portion of people's viewerships because they don't want lurkers to count as views. Which is insane to me. Because what the heck, my guy? That would be like if YouTube decided that they're going to make it so that in order to count as a view, they're going to set up AI tracking to make sure that people are actually watching the stuff they're watching and not just listening to it. I mean, same here for the most part. I don't got a lot of viewers that like to just... I'm an art channel. Of course there's not going to be a whole lot of people that are going to be watching my stuff. It's going to be here and there. So them announcing this, I'm like, this just makes it really hard to stick to Twitch. Tengen, I will kick you out. 1 second, the cat's messing with stuff that they're not supposed to. Dang it. Move. Out of there. Out. Out. Cat is officially out. But like this whole situation is really just dumb, in my opinion. It's not smart for them to do this in any way besides just forcing it so that people are going to be on Twitch and only on Twitch. I know some people that work while they're watching, like they watch Twitch while they're doing their day job. So they just have headphones in. And guess what? That's no longer going to count to viewerships. Like, I don't know. It's so weird that Twitch is planning to do that, because what's the actual point? Like, what are they planning to do if people, their main viewers, like their main viewership content creators, lose like half of their viewer ads and have to leave the platform? What are they thinking is going to happen? Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely weird that they're planning to do that for for content creators that are specifically making a living off of Twitch. And I'm not even talking about myself. I don't make anything off of Twitch, right? Maybe a couple $100 here and there, but not enough to actually warrant anything. But that's kind of just the way things are when it comes to it. Yeah, that's what happened last time. This is just gonna be the new age ad apocalypse that's gonna happen. Luckily, I'm not super invested in just Twitch. I know there's a bunch of people that are. I am one of those that aren't super invested in it. I have YouTube live right now. I could start doing TikTok lives again. I kind of don't want to. I could do Instagram lives. I could jump onto Kick. There's not, I don't have loyalties to Twitch anymore as I used to. Good, but I think the proportions on the head are a bit off. That's just my opinion. What do you mean by proportions of the head? I mean, it is Barbados. I don't. Are you a fan of Gundam? Because if they're, and this is heavily exaggerated proportions. Yeah, big fan. Cool. Yeah, I have reference up, so I'm not certain on the. Oh gosh, no. No. Gotta zoom in more. The V fin. Oh, that's part. Okay. Yeah, I took a little bit on the V fin. The colors are probably going to help with the contrast. No, did not want that to work. Gotta zoom in more. Yeah, because this right here is smaller than this, and that's because I'm doing this forced perspective situation. The V-fin does look smaller now that you say it, but it's way too far to do any edits right now. Proportions to small makes the size of the planet and the body size of the breadsticks. What? But I'm good for criticism. This has just been needing to be finished rendering. Still looks great though. Thank you. Are you excited for the new Gundam Wing series coming out? I guess it shouldn't be counted as new. It's more of a reanimation of it. Oh yeah, it looks so cool. I'm not happy with the G-Qua. The G-Qua proportions or the look. It seems a little too, I don't know, round in my opinion. Like it feels bubbly. I don't know why it gives me that feeling, because I've been watching the anime recently. I think it might just be the normal characters that are giving me that vibe, and like J-Qua is just not the vibe I like from Gundam. It's getting there. It's a getting there. But I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one that has that critique before now. So it's been always weird going to like getting some Gunpla and being like, "Oh, I just don't like the new look. I don't like it." Well, I mean, it's not a new look, but more biased to the more sharp. Yeah, me too. I like the more sharp ones as well. Barbados is built different, bros. My favorite Gundam. That's why Barbados is my favorite. Heck yeah. I mean, he does have those like cool shoulder pads that are rounded, but everything else is just super. Ooh, I need to select this area too before I go forward. Can't forget Barbados Olympus Rex. That's his strongest form. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been forever since I've watched the show. I just like the fighting scenes. There we go. I'm gonna go over to just a nice basic one with the light coming from this side. This is where that's going from. Then we're gonna make it darker there. And darker there. Thank you. That's not his strongest form. Ooh. Give us the lore. Just some random weeb. Give us the lore. Because when Barbados was built, he was made to be a dex build with a sword for quick and accurate hits. Oh. Because, okay, then, but we can't forget the mobile armor tail on Olympus Rex and its armor. Huh. I'm still confused on how that's not his most powerful form, if that's the case, but who knows. But Mika's attack style is more strong and bigger hits. Yeah, I get you there. Oops, forgot. Different in Iron Blood Orphans. And he has the limiter because of his incomplete alien. Ooh. So, Barbados could have been stronger if they didn't give him a limiter. Wow. That's impressive. Yeah, probably. Probably would have. Hey, Snowlock, how's it going? We can forget those drones. They'd fix it too. Yeah, having some form of drones would have been interesting. My little sketch is turning out better. Comp is still struggling, but figure out the characters first. Only got 3 more to go. Then I'll move to scale them around as needed. That's smart. That's a good way to do it. The mobile armors have PTSD from the Gundam frames, though? Huh. Did not know that. Calamity War, there is said to have been hundreds of mobile armors, and the 72 Gundam frames wiped them out. And it's been a while since I've jumped into Gundam lore. So just unapologetically brutal. If not, that's okay too. I'm not gonna complain. It's your art. My preference via moving things around. I can't make the full switch just yet, just because I'm spending a lot of time trying to find the tools and shortcuts. Yeah, that's been my issue with Clip Studio Paint, is that it doesn't have the same shortcuts as Photoshop or anything like that. But I jumped all the way through because I'm like, well, might as well. And hope for the best. Bro, imagine Lupus Rex upgrades being added to Barbados during the war in its prime. He would have been broken. Another thing that what do you mean by there's a delay when moving stuff? Like moving the shortcuts like this on the bar around? For the fourth. Oof. Okay. Let me know when the ad ends so then I can ask the question again. No, like the live is delaying and pausing. Well, that's weird. Oh, yeah. I see what you're talking about now. I don't use that in my methods that often. If I do, it's early on in the sketching phase before I get into this phase. So I'm not super worried about that. I gotta get back to work. It was fun chatting. Have a good one. Thank you so much. Have a good one at work. I'll talk to you later. I'm not sure what could be causing the live to drop. If that's what's going on for you, Whiteout. Because I have it set to the lowest possible frequency without it doing that. Weird. Unless those changed recently, but I don't think they would have. Well, my Wi-Fi network should be good too, but I'm not sure this. I don't know. It might be my side, but I'm not super certain on that. And I can't change it while I'm in the middle of streaming, so it might be a next time situation. It's been pausing on your end too? Really? I'm fully connected on my end. I won't be able to do much about, like, see if it's a OBS setting or not until after stream. And if it's an internet stream, I won't be able to check that until later either. So if it's being choppy, I'm not super certain on what's going on then. It's literally pausing. That's new. Okay, let me check my stream. On Twitch, it says my bitrate is in the good range. It says excellent on my end. Says it's excellent on both ends, so I'm not sure. Is this... I hope it's not a bad thing that's going on. Man, I don't know, man. This is... I'll have to double check my internet if that's the case, because if they're throttling me already at the beginning... I hope they're not throttling. It's not buffering but like the stream is forcing us to unpause. No lag. Huh. Weird. uh, just some weeb said earlier that his head seemed a little too small. What the? Oh boy. I won't be able to edit the size of anything with where I'm at now because of how Clip Studio Paint works until I'm closer to being done and doing the final touches. So if by that time I do see it as it is a huge enough issue, yeah, I'll fix it. But the jawline. What do you mean by jawline? You mean right here? I mean, like I said again, it's not going to be able to be fixed right now because I'm already so far into the values. Like his helmet sides? The helmet parts were the one... I mean, I'll double check it when I get closer to being done, but I'm not super... This isn't trying to be perfect or anything, just trying to get back into the swing of doing this type of stuff again. See if I can pull up my old... Why is this still up? Ah, here it is. I guess it just depends on the mode or which version we get for him. Because let me see. Ugh. I'm actually on the wiki because that's the closest thing I could get to it, and it does get pretty thick right here. Gets a little bit more angular, but and the wings are small from what I have so far. So it's, and then the wings are smaller here. So it's, I guess it just depends on which suit I'm going for. Or which which battle I'm looking at. But I'm just looking at their base one, so it's a little easier for me to render. Start that. I'll work around the head for now because there's a lot going on with the head. Usually with this type of stuff, the way that I'm doing this, I would have a 3D model of what I'm working on. Nothing new. I mean, I did get this that I have to read. The newest Kaiju number 8 book, but I need to catch up. Okay, Whiteout, enjoy your rest, and I will see you again next time, I hope. Remember to like and subscribe. This one came out a couple weeks ago. This is the second to last book. There's going to be one more book after this. At least from what I heard, because they just finished the manga. And I don't read the monthly or the chapters as they release. I read them in their book form, so I would be catching up. Yeah, I don't know if it's hype or not, because the reason it's ending is because they didn't get enough readers in Japan for the weekly to monthly installments. Actually. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. It's big here in the States, turns out, not in Japan. Yeah, I found that out through my friend who actually is moving back there, and he's like, yeah, no, it's not doing well in Japan. And I'm like, that sucks. So that's been one of my favorite ones. But to be honest, I think it's the animation studio that ruined it for the manga. Because it's been different this season. There may have been some minor stuff that they used from prior seasons. But for the most part, first season, all of their backgrounds was generated. All of them. So there's a lot of yes. I don't call it AI because it's not actually intelligent. So they got huge backlash, and that's why this newest season took them a while to get set up or get off and running. Because they got a ton of backlash for using that stuff for the backgrounds. So that's kind of the bummer with them, because they did do that. Bummed me out when I found that out. Because I enjoy the story. It's a good story. All streams say we have excellent connection now. Is it still stuttering and pausing and stuff? No. There's been several animes that got anime adaptations that just kind of faltered. And some that just stopped working on stuff because the mangaka couldn't continue on. I mean, there's so many different studios out there. But, like, how do I put this? There's some that just keep going that shouldn't be going. There's some that just... You can tell when they're just trying to. Like... but regardless, getting animated means your manga got recognized. Yeah, it got recognized. There's one called... The Swordsman Bumpkin that's on Amazon right now. I've been watching that with my wife, and my goodness, that one should not have gotten an anime adaptation at all, because it is so cringy. It's so bad. Yep. There's a lot of animes that are out there that are just making money because of whatever reason. Oh, I know. I know it is. I know what's going on with that one. I stopped watching it. I mean, I watched one episode. Let's be honest. I watched one episode of that anime, and my goodness, I could not take more of that. You could not pay me enough to watch that one. getting there. Still has a lot of work to do. But there's a bunch of animes that are out there that got an anime adaptation and then should not have continued. But yeah, no, viewership for Kaiju number 8 went down a lot. But I enjoy it. I'm enjoying the new season so far. I'm also watching Shield Hero, which has been super fun to watch, actually. Yeah. No, I stuck with it. I did send them a lot of emails. So, yes, I'm sticking with it mainly because I love the story. Not because of the animation, but because I honestly love the story. Am I bummed that it's not getting? Yeah, I sent the animation studio emails. It was in English, so they probably didn't. They had probably get a translator, but yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, you can do that with anyone. You can send anyone any email as long as you find the correct email. Yeah, I mean, okay. In college, there was this, let's say, recommendation that you should cold email companies you would want to work for. Like cold email the CEOs and stuff like that. Just so you can get your name out there and whatnot. But I feel awkward doing that sometimes. I mean, I sent them an email and it looks like they changed, but I think it was also the fact that on Twitter, Blue Sky, and several other websites, people were complaining about the backgrounds and the character designs and so much more when it came to Kaiju number 8 that I think they took in people's consideration. For the manga, yes. Because the manga got announced that it was going to get canceled halfway through the first season of the anime in Japan. But Whether or not it's the manga's fault or the anime's fault, I don't know. I'm not. I'm learning Japanese and I'm struggling with to learn now, especially since um, Duolingo went straight for AI, and I was not having that. I was not doing that. But as much as I like Kaiju number 8, it's a bummer it's gonna be gone. Yeah, I mean, but look at what happens when they don't follow the source material. Look at Full Metal Alchemist versus Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah. I think there's going to be maybe another season of Kaiju number 8. Tops. I think that if manga for different shows disappears. It's there's gonna be different ways. I mean, look at Studio Ghibli. Yes, Nausicaa was one that they made based off of a manga at first, but doesn't mean that they can't make shows or mangas off of original content. Speaking of Studio Ghibli, in the series getting discontinued acts, same thing happened to my favorite anime, Samuel and the Forest Spirit. The anime finished season 1, which thankfully was satisfying, but the manga is ongoing, but then got axed due to creator's mental health issue. Same with Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter's creator stopped mid story, and now they're trying to finish it, which is great. I'm happy that they're trying to finish it, and I hope they're not doing it out of like not having money to sustain themselves type. No, I mean, the manga got back up and running recently. It was not ongoing there for a long while. They're gonna try wrapping it up. That's the goal for them. They just want to finish up the story. They had to take like an 8 to 10 year hiatus from working on it because of their back pain. But do you want to know how they announced it? They announced it via Twitter. That they're continuing the story. But they're gonna pretty much just wrap everything up. From what they say, they're gonna just make sure that all the characters get their endings, the correct endings and stuff. Oh, 100%. I mean, it is one of the only animes by that mangaka that continually has merch coming out yearly. Do you want to know why I know that? My wife is obsessed with their other work. Inuyasha. I might have mispronounced that. I am glad she's not home right now, because she would probably be really mad that I mispronounced her favorite show. Yeah, it's the same guy. Or not Inuyasha. Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho. I messed up. I am sorry, guys. My brain farted. No, the same guy who made Hunter x Hunter made Yu Yu Hakusho. That's the one. Man, that was a bad mistake on my part. I'm sorry, guys. Wife would just certainly kill me if she heard that. Oh gosh. Okay. Do you want to know how bad she would if she heard me say that? She owns every figurine of Yu Yu Hakusho that has come out. And I mean every single one. Where it's hard for me to find one that I can get her for Christmas or her birthday. She gets them right when they're announced. That's the worst. But I'm also sorry that I gave you guys some misinformation. I don't like doing that. We have evidence that Prolix mistook his voice. Oh gosh. Now I'm gonna be in trouble thanks to you guys. You guys realize that I'm trying to not get in trouble. It very well might be. Thanks, Snorlax, for keeping that in evidence. You'll never see me again. It's nice knowing you, boss. Nice knowing you, too. Crazy, man. You guys are crazy. Yeah, it does. Yeah, well, yeah, it's not gonna sell as much. I do know that Yu Yu Hakusho is the fan base that with that show is almost as feral as any other niche anime. So if you get to the right convention, you'll sell out of everything. I might have to end stream a little early today. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end tonight just to see what's going on. But I think this has gone